Hey everybody, Dave here from CX Experts, Head of Customer Success, helping clients around the world, making sure that they get the most that they can out of Zendesk. And lately, I've been hitting my head against a brick wall with specific people asking me, "What's the update on this request? How's this request going? Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were waiting for my reply there." Or how's this going? When's the last time you worked on my support request? Or when's the last time you touched my ticket? And all of this can be solved with a Zendesk Help Center, all of which is included in every single Zendesk package that there is, easy to build, easy to maintain, and a great tool in your support arsenal. So, one thing I want to chat about today is the fact that Zendesk portals are not and don't have to be purely public facing. We can offer the ability for anyone to create an account on your Help Center so that they can track their own requests, their own activity. And not only does this point them towards your greatest tool in deflection in terms of a help center and content there, as well as your dynamic web form, so you can gather the information you need to give a support request the context it needs to be handled quickly and effectively. But it also, as I mentioned, allows people, affords people the ability to log in and view their own requests, as well as update them and see any information that they need to without having to ask you. So, how does it work? It's really simple. Any user that goes onto your specific help center, it doesn't have to have the word Zendesk in it. You can map this to your own URL. If they go sign in, they can either sign up if it's a free account. They just need an email address and a name, and they can edit all their details afterwards if they want to. In this case, I've already created an account under this email address that I have, a fake one in Gmail. And I've logged in as Dave with a lovely picture of Babu Frick over there. And now, as Dave, I can see it looks slightly different, but not that much. But the big difference here is that I can actually log in and see my requests. So, I mean, we'll go and touch on the other principles first, but I can go have a look at my profile. I can see the picture, my name. I can see anything that I've done. I can edit it and add a contact number or a picture. You can see things you've done, contact details, change your password, normal account stuff. But most importantly, we can actually have a look at our own requests here. So as a client, I can log in and see, flip, these are all the requests I've logged, and this is the information about them, the ID, when it was created, when it was the last activity, and then quite importantly for me is we can see the different statuses that these tickets are in. Obviously, if they're solved, that's great, everyone's happy, we all win, hooray. But we can also see that for this ticket, for example, we are awaiting my reply. So I've sent something as the agent to this user that I'm logged in as, and I'm awaiting a reply. Whereas this ticket, for example, says open, which means that the support instance has not yet gotten to my request or my query. Now, the cool part about this is that it's not stock standard. You can map these statuses to whatever you want to say. You can add custom ticket statuses, and you can change what the user sees on the front end of their portal. So in this case, I've mapped the on hold status to open, and I've mapped the open status to open, and I've mapped the pending status to say awaiting your reply. Now, what this does for me as a user wanting support is I can see, oh wait, this ticket is actually awaiting my reply. So that's not it. You can't just see the information. You can interact with the ticket as well. So if I go into the ticket, I can actually see all the correspondence, whether it's just one from me or any of the agents interacting with me on Zendesk. And I can actually add to this conversation from here. So what it's essentially doing is it's giving the client or the user seeking support their own mini Zendesk instance where they can isolate all their support requests and track them accordingly instead of having to monitor and oversee a very long and what is often complicated mailbox. We know how it is, right? And then just quickly on the right-hand side, we can see all the information we have about this ticket, including, but not limited to, specific ticket fields that we've added, custom ticket fields, as well as the status, the ticket ID, who's currently handling my request, when the last activity was, when it was created, and then obviously I am the requester. Now, something else that's really cool about this is that if I do go see my requests, I'm not limited to only seeing my requests. Another tension that I face dealing with specific organizations is that an organization may have logged the same request or would like an update on the request submitted by another user in the same organization. Now, remember, these organizations are controlled in Zendesk, either automatically via the domain, so whatever comes after the @ sign in your email address, or manually, we can group people into organizations within Zendesk. So I can go see other organizational tickets here. So if I am wanting to see if my colleague has raised something or the progress on a query that they have submitted in the past, I can go and see and have access to that. Now, this doesn't have to apply to everybody. This is something we can control at a user level. So I can control whether this user can only see and edit their own tickets or whether they can view tickets from their specific organization. This is all controlled from a user perspective as well as an organization perspective. We can apply it organization wide, and we can allow them to add comments and not add comments. As long as the ticket's in the same organization, we can let them edit it, we can let them see it, which I think is incredibly powerful. And it's the same approach to requests that a user is CC'd in on, which means that for a user to track a specific request, they don't necessarily need to have been the one to raise it in the first place, which for me is extremely powerful because it prevents duplicate requests, and B, it gives them a sense of control over what is happening in their organization. So at any point, someone can come log a request, they can see the status of their request, and they can know what is happening, whether they need to action something or whether the action is on the person actually offering the support. There are a host of other features available on your Help Center. I'm not sure if you knew about this one, but if you'd like to know more, pop us an email at info@cxexperts.co.za. Thank you for watching my very short video, but very powerful functionality represented in Zendesk. And again, if you need help or want to know more about this, give us a shout. We're happy to help you get the most out of Zendesk.